Hello guys, it's Annie, and today I'm going to be showing you some tips me and Bo love to use that level up our gameplay in Piggy. So for this trick, I'm kind of making up as I go. So I jump in one direction and Piggy jumps in the other direction. He's a bot. All he's going to do is just follow what you're doing, because that's just the way that bots work right now. And you kind of just make up as you go. Really nothing fancy to this one. But what I will say is that it takes a lot of practice and dedication, so don't give up. You can also see Bo doing this trick, which is executed very well. This next trick I want to talk about needs to be performed perfectly, because if you jump over Piggy's head, but you do it too early or too late, it's gonna end badly. You do not want to land on Piggy's head. You have to be super careful. This trick is super easy, and anyone, even a baby, can do it. So you're just gonna want to walk up to any closed door and then jump around Piggy. Piggy will open the door, and this is a good time saver. You just have to do this correctly, or else he won't fall for the trick. Now, just as jumping over Piggy's head, this trick needs to be executed perfectly. And Bo closed the door just in time. It was perfect timing. If we wouldn't have gotten the timing right, I would have been trapped and Piggy could have easily gotten me, which probably wouldn't have happened. But all I was doing was entering a room, jumping over the boxes, and jumping around Piggy. Don't get anywhere near Piggy. And jumping in a circular motion, that always helps me. This trick isn't too risky, but you do have to be super careful. I was jumping over Piggy's head once again. As you can notice, it wasn't really over stairs. I don't like to jump over Piggy's head whenever the ground is level, because usually that will just result in an instant death. So if you would like to jump over Piggy's head, we'll go to a place where the floor isn't level, like I did in this clip, because if I would have done it on flat ground, it would have been game over, unless there's some glitches or anything. As far as I know, this trick, going under the table, can only be performed in the game Piggy Classic by Barkbite. I'm not sure if you can do it in the newest version of Piggy or the original version of Piggy by the original creator. But all I did was crouching and going under the table like you would do in real life. And guys, as I mentioned earlier, don't jump too early or too late whenever you're trying to jump over Piggy's head, because that will happen. This amazing trick performed by Bo, going into the room and then jumping her way out, is super duper risky. But this is Bo's specialty. She loves doing this. She just kept jumping in that circular motion I was talking about, and also using some logic to avoid Piggy. It's almost like in basketball whenever you're making reads. That's what you have to process whenever you're playing Piggy. Piggy is not just about escaping. You also have to use your brain, and you really have to get your mind into the game. Guys, I was on the edge of my seat watching Bo perform this skill. She was jumping around Piggy, but as you notice, whenever she was coming up the stairs, she also kind of jumped over his head, but also by him a little bit, which is super risky, but then again, it's Bo. And she was also doing, once again, the circular motion I was talking about. This really helps gameplay, so always remember, when in doubt, do a circular motion. And you can even do it to tricks you made up yourself. Just use the circular motion. In this clip, Bo had a lot of skill. So basically what she was doing was jumping over Piggy's head and then doing that circular motion we were talking about, and also making things up as she went. she faked as if she was gonna jump up the stairs, but then she went back. And Piggy still thought she was gonna go up the stairs, so he was still standing there waiting to get her. But then she jumped around him and then up the stairs. And then just went up and then over. She made that skill up. Well guys, that is the end of our video. But if you would like us to do any other maps with tips and tricks, we would be happy to do them. Don't forget to like and subscribe and maybe even share. Bye bye. Peace.